approach is not easy. I'm going to explain a little bit about the difficulties I've been having and what I know I need to do and what you can do to improve your dating life. I've been doing cold approach on and off for about, I would say about 15, 16 months. But in huge gaps of that time, I did nothing, no cold approach. And because it's a very difficult thing, it's not like it's not normal. Obviously now with the rise of social media, online dating, it's become less and less normal, which is a very bad thing for both sexes. But it's like if you don't do it, it's really hard to get back on the horse. You have to be doing it consistently. The old adage is between 20 to 30 cold approaches a week should get you at least 1 to 2 dates a week, which will allow you to have abundance and constant rotation of beautiful women in your life. And yes, last week I did my very first cold approach. I went on a date with the girl. Went good. Kissed, made out, fooled around. Probably would have smashed, but obviously because of logistics, we both live with our parents, so it was a bit difficult. I haven't texted afterwards. I didn't really like it that much. But you have to be consistent with it. You have to be very consistent. But I think with me, despite being a relatively good-looking guy, tall, I think with me there's a deep insecurity in my soul. I think because I'm walking around and I see guys with good-looking girls and he's some ugly nerd, and I'm thinking, bruh, who the fuck is this guy compared to me? But what that is that's insecurity. Because I look at me, I look at my soul, and I look at external people, and I think, why the fuck are they together? Or you see couples, and obviously I get a sense of loneliness with that because I compare myself. Obviously, I was a late bloomer, a very very late bloomer, and if you're a late bloomer, that definitely affects your ability, and you're always insecure a little bit. But you just have to be consistent. You have to find ways and means to put cold approach in your day-to-day life. So, for example, this is why I'm dressed. I just came back from Muay Thai, and it's in relatively trendy part of London, and near the station, where it is, there's a lot of hot girls walking around, and I can't. My Muay Thai class finished at 7, so people are about coming back from work. So, in order to hit that 20 to 30 cold approaches, you have to fit cold approach in your day-to-day life. Because I work from home, Wi-Fi money, if I'm not outside doing shit or I'm on the bike, it's kind of like, when are you going to get your cold approaches? Because I'm at home all the time. So designate some time, what I would have done, what I'm going to do next time, finish my session, lock my bike, and then smack like 3 cold approaches in like 20, 30 minutes. And then that should achieve abundance. But it's something that it's like putting in work into a business. You won't see the results until months and months down the line, because it's consistent, it's constant, it's like a sales cycle. If, like, let's assume you're doing everything right, you're approaching decently, good smile, you're complimenting the girl, you're making it man to woman, you're trying to get the number. If you're doing that, a decent cold approach times 30, 20 to 30 times a week, you're gonna get success. You have to. With me, I'm really going deeper in it. Like, how do I make the approach better? How do I go deep into it? So, because with me, I don't know if it's a lack of confidence in myself, it's a lack of urgency. I don't do enough approaches when I should be. Like, for example, last week I hit 9. One cold approach session with a man, then I did like 4. Another one with one guy, I did 2. And that's not good enough. Like, if you're hitting like 2, 6 a week, you're not going to get the success you need. This is about volume, 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 volume. Same thing with cold calling, with getting new business. If you cold call 5 people a day, what's going to happen? If you cold call 20 people a day, okay, that's different. 100 people is different. I'm not saying you cold call 200 gal. No, no, no. But I'm saying that the more volume you do, the more success you're going to get. But I don't know. I know it's my biggest issue that I have to solve, and it not necessarily digs into my soul every day, but it hurts me. But of course it does. When I see these people having abundance or good-looking girls, and they're like some dickhead, I'm thinking to myself, like, who the fuck is this guy? And the only reason I have this insecurity is because of my lack of abundance. That's it. Do you think if I had, two hot girls in rotation, you think I'd care about next man? This other guy, I wouldn't. But it's because I you lack you don't want what you want what you don't have. And I don't want no average girl. Because I'm not an average guy. For me, average girl, obviously if the bunda's looking wicked, then maybe. But if she's average, eh. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And this is what cold approach is going to get you. It's going to get you numbers. It's going to get you dates. It's going to improve your social skills exponentially. Like yesterday, the girl wasn't, she spoke. We had a good time. She was some tall, half Dutch, half English model thing, bro. Like a 8 out of 10. She was like 6'2". 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, so she's taller than me. And the girl like that, you wouldn't even speak to her on online dating. So this is why cold approach is so good. Is because it shows balls, it shows cojones, huevos, and it allows you to differentiate yourself between other people. Because any man can just text, DM, slide in the DM easy. It don't take no clout. But even me, you understand. When I was, I think 19, I remember I was doing online dating. I might have been 20. I got a match with a girl, and I was so nervous. I couldn't even message the girl on Tinder. So one thing is, if you come from a situation like this, you have to smell the roses. You have to be appreciative of where you came from. But understand that when you make a lot of progress, you have to get on the horse. You can't let it slip. You can't fumble it. You can't fumble the bag. You can't fumble the momentum, because momentum is everything. Another thing, I struggled yesterday to do a cold approach for 40, 50 minutes, maybe an hour. I can't remember. Yeah. The first one I did two straight after that, because the first one is the hardest one. The first one, like everything, is it's the biggest one the biggest hurdle you have to get over. You do the first one, I guarantee you do more than one. I guarantee it, because the first one is the hardest thing. It's the hardest one. So if you're fat and you haven't been gym for a long time, obviously the more you let it slip, the more you go in between not going gym, it's going to be more difficult. Because what people don't understand is, if you don't cold approach, yeah, on one day, you're like, oh, okay, I can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, oh, okay, I can do it in 2 days. You're not just saying no to that one approach. You're making it far less likely that you're going to approach the second, third, fourth time. It's exponential. If you don't go gym, missing gym, one day you might think, oh, it's not that bad. But no, you're making it exponentially more likely you're going to miss the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth day. It's like smoking cigarettes. If you quit, you quit, and then you let it slip one time, you smoke the cigarette one time. Then one cigarette in a blue moon becomes, oh, once a month. And now once a month, oh, once every 2 weeks, oh, once every week, oh, once every couple of days. And then before you know it, you're on knee again. It's the same thing. Bad habits become habitual. You're saying yes to the opposite result that you want. You understand? We can't have these things. You can't say no to success. And you're making it more unlikely in your subconscious mind that you're someone who follows through on your decision. If you set yourself a target of, oh, I'm going to call the 5 guy, yeah, and you don't do any, or you do 1, 2, you're saying to your subconscious mind, oh, I don't follow through. I'm a dickhead. I'm a loser. Of course, within reason. If you haven't called up no gal at all, then you're not going to say, oh, I'm going to approach 30, because that's just stupid. Like, you got to walk before you can run. So pick mini goals. Mini goals. So, oh, I'm going to do even one. If you ain't going to approach no gal ever, even one. One is better than none. One is better than none. It's like with business. If you're just some fat, unfit, you don't go gym, you eat like shit, you read 1 page of a book, it's better than nothing. And that 1 page becomes 2 page, becomes 3 page, and eventually you're reading books. You might start journaling, you might start meditating, you might start exercise. It's like push-up, yeah? If you do 1 push-up, okay, and then tomorrow you do 2, and then the day after you do 3, and before you know it, you're doing 10, you're doing 20, you're doing 100, and you're going to change. It's the same thing with anything in life. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So with me, doing these journals, video journals on YouTube is a way for me to see progression. Because I have went on a boot camp, 2 days, with a well-known pickup guy in the space, and we went on really well. I had all these revelations. It was amazing. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna, a cold approach. Why didn't I win 100? Because there's only a couple times in my life, and that was one of them where I put 100% effort into something. Because I have so much potential, but potential means nothing if you don't use that potential, if you don't exert your power. In that one session, bro, I did more approaches in that 90 minutes, the first hour, the first 90 minutes, than I did in my life. I probably approached 23 that, like approach after approach, and I was like in flow. I didn't give a fuck. It was fun. It was fun. But I let it slip. I went to Thailand the 2 days after that, and I still had power of women, but I let it slip. I became complacent. I let my mind play tricks on me. I remember I was waiting at the currency exchange, and I saw this hot Thai girl walking past with someone, and she looked at me. I think I smiled at her or whatever, and she smiled at me. And then I used a rationale. Oh, I got jet lag. I can't go move to her. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She smiled at me and gave me a strong eye indicator of interest. But if I had one leg in half crippled, I should have crippled. A cripple walked up to her and, spat my game, moved to her. Maybe I would have smashed. Because you need results. Even though I've had a lot of positive reinforcement, girls smiling, happy, they're melting. For me right now, I don't know if it's enough. But I don't know if happiness, like, for men, I don't know. We want to be content. I don't know if it would make me wholeheartedly happy to have abundance. I have no idea. But it will make me happier, for sure. It will make me happier. So the point of this video is you have to put work in what you're doing with cold approach. Because it's something that's extremely transformative. Because what is the alternative? Online dating? I'm not saying I don't online date. You gotta understand, it's a system set up for you to fail. The business is you not getting what you want. Because we live in a world where the 10% of men, maybe 1%, will smash 90% of the women on online dating. So you doing cold approach, getting off the internet, touching some grass, that's the way you're going to succeed with women. But I don't know, because I'm not sure. But what it is, it's just volume. It's just girls in the pipeline. That's just my issue. It's just volume. It's like, think, yeah, if you did 20 to 30 cold approaches a week, so that's between 80 and 120 hot girls a week. But when you say 120, like the extra 10 makes a huge difference. That's an extra 40 girls. If you do that, you will achieve abundance. You will. You will go on dates. But of course, there's issues. Like, obviously, I live with my parents. My income right now is a bit little. So I can't really be affording to go to hotels. If she's a 10 out of 10, okay, saying nothing, I'll spend that. But this is why passport bros is a thing. Like, I live in London. I have no willingness to live here anymore. And this isn't just because of girls, because I live with my parents. It's just not worth it. This is obviously a bit of a tangent, but think about it. Your sexual market value. You go to somewhere like Colombia, Brazil, Vietnam, Thailand. Exponentially, your money is worth so much more. And you, as a person, as a guy, is worth so much more. Like, you're a foreigner, you're hot, you're different. Like in London, like dating is reasonably difficult. Cold approach is quite hard. London cold approach is probably like, I don't know, in the spectrum of 10, let's say it's a 9 out of 10. Where I was in Poland, these girls melted, freaking melted at, me saying, oh, you're so nice, blah, blah, blah. In London, it's not like that. But this doesn't mean, because this is like level 10, yeah? Let's assume London's 10 out of 10. So if you go to a different country, i.e. Vietnam, i.e. Thailand, it's like level 5. And your results will have double as good results. Super hot girls. But My challenge is the insecurity, and the only way to beat this insecurity is to achieve results. Because it's not about motivation. It's not when you feel motivated that you're gonna go approach a guy like achieve abundance. No, motivation is bullshit. Sometimes you don't want to go gym. Sometimes you don't want to cold approach, and you have to do it. When you do it, and whether or not you get a good response or not, that's how you get the motivation to keep on doing it. The motivation, because even like you could get rejected 9 times, and the 10th time she gives you the number. You go on the date, you smash, you got a girlfriend. But my neighbor is here, so I don't know if the audio is a bit mad, but I'm gonna be doing this perhaps every time I cold approach, every day, just to give a video diary explanation of how I'm doing, and to help you guys, the viewers, understand the trials and tribulation. I understand this shit ain't easy, but nothing in life worth having is easy. So if you found value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so it can spread to more people. It's Dylan, aka Positive Masculinity, signing out. Peace.